and people queued up waiting for their turn to talk to the officer in charge. I took my turn and asked if they'd be patrolling that night, and again, not only no, but hell no, we're being shot at. So as I was biking back to my home, I heard about the body, I assumed from Monday, and I assumed it was in a body bag, but there it was 5 days later, still on the sidewalk, untended to, decomposing beyond recognition, and I was horrified. I went home that night, agonized over it, and then the next morning I went and got permission to bury the body. And as I started burying the body, the neighbors started coming, black, white, Latino. They all pitched in. We all gave her a proper burial, and beyond the dignity to the woman who was deceased. The body wasn't more than 100 feet from residents that weren't able, impoverished people who weren't able to evacuate. So she was a health hazard, and it was neighbor helping neighbor with food, water, protection, and burying the dead.
And that action, John, that action of burying that particular body, and in particular the image which we were left with and was beamed around the world of that hastily crafted grave that you prepared there, and you wrote the words, "God help us." It became one of the images that summed up, ultimately, the reassertion of some social cohesion, people doing it for themselves.
Yes, it was neighbor helping neighbor. It was beautiful to watch. It's something I hadn't anticipated as I initiated it, and it was just so heartwarming to see people like Maggie, who did the shroud with the "Here Lies Vera" written on it, and Patrick, her landlord, and all the others who came. It was just a beautiful coming together of humanity to do the right thing by Miss Vera and the neighbors who...
John, we don't have very long left. I just wonder, I mean, I'd like to sort of press you on what the future is for New Orleans 10 years on, but in a sense I'm more curious, maybe our viewers are too, about the impression that was left on you, really, whether your faith in the human condition, looking back on the anarchy that gripped the city those few days that you were living through, and quite possibly could have died in as well, whether your sense of the human condition is improved or worsened by what you saw.
Well, New Orleans is great resiliency, and it has come back, probably better than before the storm. Sadly, many of the residents, the poorest of residents, have not been able to come back, and that element is missed. And I guess I anguish as I watch the news and I see Ferguson and Baltimore have their problems, and I have flashbacks when I see that, and I pray that the troubles that we had here, can be resolved. I have an educational software company. I have an algebra program that the U.S. Department of Education has recognized as scientifically proven effective for helping at-risk minority children pass through the algebra gateway and go on to a science, technology, engineering, math degree. And I want to come together with the people and the educators and help more children choose a college degree rather than what I see on the nightly news. So that's my effort. That's my goal in life, to see the cycle of poverty broken, and these children strive for a college degree rather than the bad choices they're making today.
Well, you've also produced a thought-provoking book, for those of you who didn't catch its title at the start, Our Sleepless Nights, Surviving Katrina and Burying Miss Vera. John Lee, thanks very much indeed for joining us tonight from New Orleans. Thanks a lot.